Okay, so at this stage, a couple things are happening, right? Mind blown, greed kicking in, everyone's pulling out their Excel sheet like, oh my god, if I take $100 and if I trade this, I can make $7 million in like 3 months. You know, I'm sure all that's going on right now, right? You're getting very excited and you're like, oh wow, how come I didn't see that? It sounds so simple and so straightforward. It is, however, here comes the risky part. Okay, and this is very important to understand because as traders, our job is not profit, our job is risk control. If we control risk, we will make more money than those who are chasing the profit. Always, always remember that if the objective is to make money, a lot of it, then the goal is to control risk. It almost sounds counterproductive, but that's the reality. It's like don't run towards opportunity, but actually learn to control the money that's going to come out of your pocket in case the opportunity goes belly up. Or, and for those of you who don't understand that explanation, it means if the opportunity fails, right? Okay, so let's discuss some of the risks here. Now, what is the risks that we're dealing with here? When the market is coming down and it does a V formation like this, okay, and then you're doing a test and you're going up to clear the landmine right here. You're going up to clear out this landmine, but you're also on the 60-15. Let me remove this so you can see it very precisely. Also on the 60-15, you have come over this barrier right there of SNR, which means for you, for the 60-15, sorry, that's a buy. For the big boys, as the 60-minute boys, that's a sell. There's a trade happening inside the money spot. Now, the money spot is battlegrounds. Now, what I mean by battlegrounds is in this battlegrounds, expect spikes to happen. Now, before, you used to always think, oh, spikes are created by brokers. Okay, I can figure out some clues from spikes from my correlation. I'm going to take you a step further on how do you know when a spike is coming before it even comes. When you understand you're in an eclipse and you're in a money spot during the fight between the smaller time frame and the higher time frame, during that fight that it happens, expect spikes to happen. Now let me explain to you this risk and how dangerous it is. I'm going to go down to the 15. Okay, and I'm going to show you some of the problems with this. Okay, where is it? Let's scroll again. Okay, here we are. Okay, I'm going to explain some of the risks with it. Now notice, if this is that area where we say, okay, well, this is buyer's territory, and from the 60, right? And we also understand from the 4-hour 60, you know, your big V formation just happened, and we're trying to clear out these landmines. So we're fighting this landmine, and we're trying to see, well, what can you do? Versus these guys are like, yeah, what can you do? I want to buy it too, right? But they're not looking at the big picture. They don't look at the V area. They're just looking at their own perspective area and seeing, I only see this guy, and that's what I'm fighting with. That's it. You know, they're looking at something small. They're not keeping their eye on the big picture, right? Okay, because that's not their job. So when we're looking at this right here, okay, buyer's territory, here comes seller. Okay, nothing happens. Pops up again. Here comes seller again. Okay, as he comes down for the second time, he pops up. Okay, sorry, let me do it this way. I'll walk you through slower. Okay, so seller comes in. Okay, just follow my mouse, and in fact, I'll make the mouse bigger because this is important. Where's the mouse? Mouse. Here we are. Nope, sorry, not here. Where's accessibility? There we go. Sorry, 1 second. I'm almost done. Keyboard and mouse. Zoom. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. massive cursor, right? Like humongous. Okay, so we're looking at this as sellers coming in. As sellers are coming in, buyers come in also. Okay, so it's like, seller couldn't do anything, and buyers are coming up hard. It's like a V formation, but we don't trust it because the seller was really aggressive. Then the sell comes in again, this candle with the big wick on top and a big tail on the bottom. And then the buyer comes up again with a big tail on bottom. This is enticing for people to say, that's my V formation, prepare for buys, because in a normal scenario, that would be a buy, right? It's like, prepare for buys, you know. Now, this scenario here, for these buys, notice the buy entry would be somewhere here where these tests are holding. And the normal guy is going to put his stop loss right there. Now, what in the world is this? It's like, why is it spiking below my stop loss? Is it the broker? Is it the situation? Is it news? Because it does look like eventually it's going to be news, okay, for whatsoever reason, whatever the economic forecast might be. We don't care. But there is something building up. But this spike happens not due to news, not due to anything, but because you're trading inside a money spot during an eclipse. So you can expect a spike to come in. Now, you can use this to your advantage. One thing is risk. Understanding your risk and saying, well, okay, well, I want to keep my stop losses very well out of the way because spikes can happen. You can even use this as a reference. These are the last like landmine for buyers, so I'm going to keep it below that, so I can use that landmine as my leverage in case it needs to spike all the way down to here, and then this landmine goes kaboom and pushes it back up. It's like, okay, phew, I'm safe. So you can do it that way as well, right? That's one way. That's risk control, because now you understand why a spike can happen, so you'll use that information to your advantage and saying, haha, you can't fool me, market. I know what can happen in this situation, and I'm going to be prepared for it. The way to use it in your advantage is you let the spike happen, and as that spike fails, you can say, now prepare to get in. And once you prepare afterwards, your stop loss can be just below the spike. Okay? Now, notice how much focus goes into getting the perfect entry for this. That's why we've labeled this as advanced. If you trade this just normally, you just take the trade where you're supposed to trade, put your stop losses well below the V formation on this, 4-hour 60 trade, you're well on your way to profits. That's not a problem. Now it's like you're no longer MPA students. Like we said in MPA, we stop the bleeding, we start getting you profitable, but now for CB, we start building on it, we start making you more smarter, and we'll try to make you, that same analysis should start to make you some more money. Don't start it yet. Don't start it yet. I want you to leave this lesson in timing for now. I want you to just make this 1R for now, which is like your stop loss is down here. Make that 1R trade, which is 100%. Whatever you're risking, you make the same. Just do that. As you get better, and you can learn that, I shouldn't have bought it there. I shouldn't have bought it there. I should have bought it there. Okay, I'm buying it here. And you watch it again and again and again. And then 20 trades into it, you're like, man, my timing is good. 18 out of 20 times. Then you graduate yourself slowly to, I'm going to put my stop loss here. Again, 18 out of 20 times. Good. I'm going to put my stop loss here. 18 out of 20 times, I'm going to put my stop loss here. Now notice, it's like this. You're just graduating from you're a nurse to a doctor to a surgeon to you now own the hospital. That's what it is, basically. But you have to have that level of experience building up. I don't know if that analogy is good for you guys, but you get the idea what I'm trying to say. You can't just go for the big kill immediately, but I want to tell you that there is a big kill available. Okay? And the reason why I tell you this, because I want to tell you that it's not just, here at the 4CB that you're going to stop. Of course, there is more information coming. Don't think, oh my God, another course. No, we're not. I'm not saying there's another course. All I'm saying is, as you get through the 4CB, and you start practicing, and you start making better and better trades, and you start making some more money, you come back to the 4CB, go through the whole thing again, and as you reach timing and then to this advanced concepts, you take it slow, you practice it, and you graduate yourself piece by piece, piece by piece, piece by piece. And as you graduate yourself piece by piece, and you start earning a little bit more money, that's when you need to start coming into the elite community and being like, okay, what else can we do? Because by that time, you will be hungry for more information, obviously, right? And you need a place of research. You need a place of where you can sit down and, okay, guys, how do we trade this trade? What's the best entry we can pull out of it? Okay, so we label these trades as platinum entries. We have traders pulling out trades right there. Okay, that's called platinum entries. We got gold entries, which is anything in here is gold. And then anything after that is silver, which no one likes. Okay, so platinum entries is like messing around. We're like, okay, top dog people. We're like, can we catch this price? So it becomes a game afterwards. Okay, so right now, keep practicing, keep studying. And just wanted to give you guys little insights on what else can be done. So now you understand the risk. Okay, so the first thing we talked about is, what if you know these things ahead of time? What if you know a spike is coming? So think to yourself now, with this knowledge, are you going to be gunning for making a lot of money? Or do you have the discipline and control to say, I understand this and I will reach this, but I need to control my risk first? If you agree with me, I want you to leave a comment below that says, I will control risk first. If you guys have done my MDR course, which is Motivation on Daily Routines, remember, verbalize it, take action. So what you guys, by typing it, you guys are verbalizing it that you will control risk. I want to see this from each of you students who's watching this video right now. So the comment below should read, I will control risk over trying to make profits. Okay? And I promise you, hopefully before the end of the 4CB, you will be making a lot more money than you are right now. Okay? You're gonna make a lot more money than. Okay? So this calls towards the end of the timing series. Okay? It was a long journey so far. We still have roadmap to go, which means let's put this all together, baby. Let's put every piece of the puzzle together. Let's get all the gears, nuts and bolts and everything, and let's put it all into action. Let's get all that stuff ready, and let's throw in some psychology in there as well, so you get a sense of what more needs to be controlled in the mind. Okay? We're not going to end this course in a way like, oh, if you can't do this, well, it's psychological problems, good luck. No. That's just rude. That's just mean. We're going to solve every step of the way, whatever we can, and we're going to get into the details of it. Okay, so stay focused, study this. If you do not understand, don't worry. It's not something you need to learn right now. But if you do understand it, some of you guys are already senior traders coming into this. You guys are looking at this, looking at a fresh perspective, and this might be research that you haven't noticed. So this is my research that I've pulled out over the years, and I'm sharing it with you guys openly right here. It's something like I said, I only do to my one-on-one students who come in for $20,000, $30,000, or my elite students sometimes when I see they're really progressing, doing well. So it's a gem that I'm opening up for you guys. Okay, so I will see you guys next week, and we will take it from there. Cheers. Bye for now.